Chuck was back in the Alamo City watching our Spurs take on the Heat in the NBA Finals.
And by Chuck, she means Chuck Barkley, of course. So we got an exclusive interview with the Round Mound rebound, and this was yesterday during about the first quarter of Game 5. Here with the great Charles Barkley in his favorite American city, San Antonio.
I like the city a lot, actually. Been down here for a week. Everything's been fantastic. Went to a great place called La Gloria.
Chef Johnny Hernandez, yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, I went there and went to Bohannon's Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Had 2 amazing nights, and the Grand Hyatt has been great.
Yeah.
So I've been here a week, so I've had a lot of fun, actually.
So you're watching basketball. We'll be 5 games in here, going to Miami. Any sense of, we're in the Alamo City, obviously, but how good the Spurs' chances are going forward?
Well, I picked the Spurs to win the series in 6. So I'm a little concerned, to be honest with you, right now, because my man Ginobili has been struggling. To me, he's got to really pick it up. He's one of my favorite players, but he hasn't played well. But I picked the Spurs in 6, but it's going to go down to the wire. Could be a 7-game series.
Yeah. I want to ask you about what's happened here in San Antonio over the last decade and a half. This run of consecutive playoff appearances, 5 trips to the finals, the Big 3, Coach Pop. How impressive is that run to you, and do you think we'll ever see anything like that in the NBA again?
Well, there's always going to be great runs. It's all about great players. It started with the great David Robinson, the great Tim Duncan. Then you throw Parker and Ginobili in there, who are great, probably Hall of Fame players. I love Kawhi Leonard. They just got a great organization. Probably got the best franchise in the NBA from a personnel standpoint. All those players were their own draft picks. Memphis got a great team, but those guys came from other teams. But for what the Spurs, the people who are drafted and scout for them do a fantastic job.
Yeah. As a spectacle, the NBA Finals, since your playing days and what it is now with the international and everything, the entertainment, how big of a spectacle has it become?
Well, we had Commissioner Stern on the show. It's amazing, been an amazing 30 years. The NBA, when I came into the NBA, it was on tape delay.
Yeah.
Imagine that. The NBA finals on tape delay. Now they're in over 200 countries. Commissioner deserves a lot of credit for putting us in the Olympics, the pros. Made it an international game. Tony Parker's mentioned that before. Ginobili's mentioned that before. The NBA has just done a great job in making basketball an international game.
Last thing I was going to ask you, as Parker, Ginobili, Duncan, their careers become towards the final year, couple years, how much confidence do you have in R.C. Buford and the brass here that they can continue putting a contender on the court year after year?
Well, I think they've done a fantastic job. I got great confidence in their organization. Tony Parker was a late pick. Ginobili was a late pick. Obviously, you get David Robinson and Duncan; those are #1 picks in the draft. But to get a Hall of Fame player like Tony Parker and a Ginobili that late, and I think Ginobili might have won in the 2nd round. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah. There you have it.